Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre in what has been another politically explosive week. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, as the phone tap scandal deepens with new revelations by Outlook, are India's intelligence agencies a law unto themselves? The telecom minister faces fire again. So if Shashi Tharoor is forced to quit, why isn't Mr. A. Raja asked to go as well? That's what we're debating tonight. Joining me on the show, the Minister of State for Corporate and Minority Affairs, Mr. Salman Khurshid. From the CPI, National Secretary, Mr. D. Raja. Senior journalist, Swapan Das Gupta. General V.K. Singh, formerly with India's External Intelligence Agency, RAW. He wrote an explosive book on corruption in RAW, where he called for more transparency and then has since been slapped with a case under the Official Secrets Act, a case that he's still fighting for the last 2.5 years. And Mr. Vinod Mehta, the editor-in-chief of Outlook, the magazine that has created this storm in the first place. But first up, sensational new claims, in fact, made by Outlook today in its latest issue that's hit the stands has rubbished the Home Minister's denial on phone tapping by the government. The magazine says it's spoken to key intelligence officials, whistleblowers, who say the cell phones of top political leaders, ministers, bureaucrats, journalists and other ordinary citizens are tapped without any written authorization by the intelligence agency called the NTRO. Outlook's cover story last week on how the NTRO tapped politicians' phones caused a major row in Parliament this week. The Home Minister was very careful. He denies any authorized tapping, but told Parliament an inquiry is underway to find out if there was any unauthorized tapping. So if the Outlook allegations are correct, that means the NTRO had indulged in illegal phone surveillance. Bringing us to our first question tonight, are intelligence agencies a law unto themselves? But first, what is the NTRO? Well, it's the National Technical Research Organization, a highly specialized intelligence agency set up in 2004. It reports to the National Security Advisor. The NTRO was set up for state-of-the-art intelligence gathering and surveillance equipment. The Home Minister told Parliament yesterday that the government is now seriously looking at making the NTRO accountable to a ministry. And the phone tapping row had another twist this week with allegations that a top PR lobbyist's phone was under surveillance as she lobbied for telecom licenses with Minister A. Raja. In yesterday's Parliament debate, while Mr. Chidambaram did not directly refer to this issue, he justified authorized tapping in cases related to tax evasion, inviting huge criticism from the opposition. Let me first begin with Mr. Vinod Mehta today. Mr. Mehta, more revelations by your magazine today. What is it? What are the major details that you have?
Well, we've gone one step further, and the whistleblowers, as it were, who spoke to us, have now given a very detailed interview as to how this whole illegal tapping was done. And they have said that they will give names of who authorized this illegal tapping to a joint parliamentary committee, where if they get legal immunity. They are very scared of this gentleman's case, Major General V.K. Singh, who, as you know, wrote a very fine book on corruption in RAW. He was then harassed. I mean, the vital question is, how was this illegal tapping be done and who was authorizing it?
I read some of the examples that they've quoted, and some of them were very interesting. For example, one intelligence official it talks about how a bureaucrat in South Block is allegedly talking about a bribe of some crores. So I thought to myself, that's not such a bad thing if we caught the guy, right? Is that such a bad thing?
Yeah, but you know, we see this phone tapping matter. I mean, everybody is grown up enough to know that everybody does it. And everybody is grown up enough to know that we need the latest technology. After all, our adversaries use the latest technology. So I don't think we can fight with technology. But technology can't become an excuse. One of the excuses that is coming out in this, in defense, the government's excuse, and other people are saying that this technology is a rogue technology and therefore we can't do anything about it. And this is the price you pay for surveillance, for 21st century surveillance, and this is how you catch terrorists, etc. Well, I don't think that's the proper answer. I think you need the new technology, but you need even perhaps all the more reason that you need stricter guidelines, you need perhaps parliamentary oversight. You just can't leave this technology to run riot all over the place.
Tuba.com,